Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Void. I'm Player One, and welcome to the Game and Watch tier list. As you know, I just recently finished Game and Watch Gallery 4, which ends my Game and Watching. I am done. But let's see just how good they were. What were my thoughts on them? Now, as you can see here, I did find one with, I believe, all of the Game & Watch games on there, including the ones not in gallery, like these. And I just put not played because I didn't play them. Now, if you, for some reason, want me to actually play the whole Game & Watch whatever itinerary, that's not the word. I don't know why I said that. If you actually want me to play all of them, tell me. But it has to be like multiple people, not just one person. Because I don't know what I would do with Mickey Mouse or Crab Grab. I don't know. But anyway. But alright. Got all those. And I have all of these ordered in appearance. And we've separated the classic and the modern versions. I've not separated them, like, if they have appear in one or more games. Because, like, we only have one modern octopus. I've grouped them all together because they don't change that much. Not really. So I thought I shouldn't rank them separately. But we have all these. And, yeah, I think we just get started. And we start with the one that, well, was the beginning. Ball. Yes, it is quite ball. It started the entire Game & Watch compendium. And if you know Game & Watch, you know they like juggling. So of course the first one was juggling. Just actually. You can't miss once. If you miss once, you're done. And you just juggle balls. It's good. I'd say it's good. Not too much to worry about there. It's quite simple. It was the first one, so it's understandable. But, you know, it's a good time waster. Good format. Yeah, I got nothing against ball. It's ball. Then of course after that we have vermin. Go from juggling to whack-a-mole. Just have little moles popping up and stuff, and you just gotta whack them. You don't even have to press a button. You just have to be in the proper positioning. It's also good. Not much else to say there. You're just whacking the moles. They can't get your vegetables. Don't let them get them. And, yeah. Getting to 1,000 on either of these, not hard at all. Didn't even take too long. So yeah, they're both good. I am fine with them. Next up, Flagman. Whoa, very cool. This one's game A and B are a little different. Well, they are quite different. Instead of just being easy and hard, you have Simon Says, and then you have reaction timing. And both are pretty good. You know? It's just Simon Says, and then if he shows a number, you gotta press the button very quickly. And though they're both pretty good, nothing wrong with either of them. I liked playing them. And of course, it didn't take too long to finish them. It took like, what, go back to the video, it took like 5 minutes for both of them. It didn't take long at all. So for that, I'm gonna give Flagman a great. because it was pretty great. I had no qualms with it whatsoever. And yeah, it was pretty nice. Now next up, we got Manhole. I assume that the version I played is this one, the new widescreen, and not Manhole Gold, because they look like that in the game, I think. But if it was gold and not new widescreen, I don't care. It's still fucking Manhole. It's meh. It's meh. It's also like a juggling thing, but I don't know. For some reason, it just didn't do it for me. It was the first Game & Watch game I played. In video order, this was the first one I played, and it was just kind of So it goes into meh. Sorry to all you manhole heads out there. Why did that sound kind of gross? Anyway. Mario's Cement Factory. I don't know why this is called Mario's. The guy doesn't even look like Mario when you play as him. Yeah, Cement Factory. You have to wait for the things to fill up, and then you have to flick the lever to put them in the truck. It's pretty alright. You do have to do the tricky maneuvering of the platforms in the middle to make sure you don't get squashed or fall off. It has quite a few parts to it, but it was alright. You know, it didn't have too much issues with it. It was just sort of a thing. It did have a fever mode, which is always a plus. Fever mode is good. I think I'll put Cement Factory. I'll put it. Nah, I'll put it right there. I don't think I liked it as much as Vermin, so I'll put it right there. But it's good. It's alright. Okay. So that ends off the Game Boy Gallery ones, where they were just classic. And now we move on to the actual first game, Game & Watch Gallery 1, with the modern versions. So here we have modern Manhole. And it was still Manhole. Yeah. I'm just gonna bump it up one because it looked kind of cool. This one, you don't have to stay at a space. You just have to pull up the platforms once they go down. So you can have all of them up at once, and you just have to, like, bring them back up if they fall. And you got all the other guys walking around. You got Mario jumping around, waha, waha, wahoo. So, you know, a little bit more was put into it, but it's still Manhole. I don't like it. I don't like Manhole. It's just, So that's where that will go. Now then, Fire, the widescreen version. Classic Fire. People falling. You bump them into the ambulance. It was fine. I definitely think it took me a bit, but overall it's fine. You know, it's just another juggling one. You're gonna keep seeing that. A lot of Game & Watchers just juggling. But yeah, it was fine. I'll put it like I'll put it there. Didn't like it as much as Vermin, but it was fine. It was serviceable. It's just simple juggling. When it's hard mode and you have the other guy standing on the lower balcony and he's just waiting to jump, like, oh, can I go? Can I go? It's a little tricky there, but overall it's fine. I'm gonna tell you. not many things are gonna go up here. I'll tell you straight up. Okay, there's that. And of course, then we have modern fire, which is just fire, but now there's also Junior and Yoshi, which fall at different speeds. So you have to keep up with them a little bit better. It's still just fire. It's still just fire a little bit more. I don't know if any of the modern versions will actually, like, vary much from their classic versions. I think some of them will, but I don't think many will. Yeah, that's where I'll put modern fire.
I mean, it's alright. Not too bad.
Okay, and now we have octopus. This one was pretty good, if you know the strategy. Because if you are a quick man and you notice the tentacles exactly when they're coming, you can just stay down there, grinding out points, because returning to the boat always only gives you 3 points. So it's not really worth it to return to the boat if you can just stay down there for a bit. But yeah, if you just sit there, ding, grabbing the treasure, blah blah blah, and then dodging the tentacles whenever you have to. It's a nice little dance. A nice little underwater dance. So I'll put it top of good. It was pretty alright. I did enjoy Octopus. Still don't know why they made it Game & Watch's Final Smash, but I guess the octopus is a strong guy. You know, he just touches you with a tentacle a little bit, and all of a sudden, you're gotten. You're done. Alright, and then of course we move on to Modern Octopus. Modern Octopus, more of the same, except this time, the more treasure you grab, the slower you go. Very nice change on the formula. So you actually don't want to stay down there the whole time, because the more you grab, the more points you get when you return to the boat. So it actually makes the playstyle better. It actually makes it work how you're supposed to do it. So I guess for that, I'll go ahead and put Modern Octopus in Great. And they even have the mechanic where you can throw the treasure. So like, oh yeah, you don't have any more treasure, but hey, you just stopped yourself from losing a life. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give that a Great. Modern Octopus? Yeah! Then after that we have Oil Panic. Quite oily. Have to get the drops and then throw them out the window, but make sure you don't splash the guy because he's stupid for some reason. I don't know what was happening to the pipes to where oil is just leaking out constantly. I feel like there's a better thing to do than just grab it with a bucket. I think you could just put the bucket down, get a couple more, and then get someone to fix the pipe. But anyway. Oil Panic, I'll give it a meh. It was alright. I don't remember, like, really loving it or anything. It's just, you know, you walk around and you throw it, and yeah, you have to just make sure things are timed properly. But it was mostly meh. Eh. Now on the other hand, Modern Oil Panic, this was pretty cool, because you have Yoshi right there, you have the 2 buckets, so you can like do a little switcheroo, like a hoink hoink, and you can fill up both of the buckets, and then you have to feed Yoshi, and then eventually Yoshi just gets a gun and shoots Bowser. So Modern Oil Panic is pretty good, just for the, not even minus the gameplay, but just the presentation of it is pretty good. So I'll go ahead and I'll put it like right there. Gameplay wise, it's basically the same, except you have 2 buckets now, but presentation wise, it's pretty damn cool. Yoshi just annihilates Bowser in a plethora of manner. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. And that ends Gallery 1, and then we move on to Gallery 2. And of course, we start off with Parachute, which is, say it with me, more juggling. You got your guys jumping in, and you just gotta catch them in the boat. That's all you gotta do. So it's just more juggling, and sometimes the guy on the right will get stuck in the tree, so he'll just sit there for a bit before you have to catch him. It's basically just fire again, really. So I'm just gonna, I'll just put it right there. I like it a little bit better than fire, but not by much, because it's basically the same. It's basically the same. Now then, modern parachute. Modern parachute. This one's actually pretty cool, because it also has a thing with fire where, you know, Toad and Yoshi are falling, and I think Junior was there too, and they fall at different speeds. Makes sense. And then on the side, instead of a tree, they go into a cannon and then sit there for a bit. And the cool thing is, the big fish in the middle, if one of them land on it, they get like a little tiny jump, so you have a little grace period. So again, adding, you know, a couple more things to the formula is pretty good. However, it's still basically the same, so I'm gonna put it right there. Nothing wrong with it, but it's still basically the same, so it's just gonna go right there. Now that I'm looking, I don't think a classic game will ever go in a higher spot than its modern game. That's just how the cookie crumbles. But yeah. Next up, helmet. You walk along, don't get hit by the things, and go to the door. It's another nice little dancing one. You have to make sure you go left and right at the most opportune moments. Sort of like Octopus. So this one's also pretty good. I'll go ahead and put it there. Not much to say on it. It's quite simple. But I do like, you know, a nice cha-cha left and right to make sure you don't get bonked on the head with a mallet. Now, modern helmet. If I remember correctly, modern helmet had a thing to where you press a button? Yes, there's a button where you press and to get coins. P-switch, if you will. So, more points are definitely acquired in the modern version. And, big thing, huge thing, I think this is the first one with multiple stages. And I'll tell you, multiple stages, that's gonna boost up your score quite a bit. Because this had no reason to have 3 stages, but it did, and that's pretty damn cool. So I'm putting it there. Modern helmet, pretty great. You can jump on the thwomps, and there's a fly guy. Bro, a fly guy appearance, you know it's awesome. So yeah, modern helmet, pretty cool. Next up, we got Chef, which is, let me hear it, more juggling. Yeah, more juggling, yeah. And this time you're flipping the dings, flipping the dipples. That's not cooking them. I don't know what you think that's doing, sir. That's not cooking them. And there's a cat that sometimes pokes a thing and then drops it. The more we get to the juggling ones, the less I have to say, because they're just about the same. I guess I'll put it there. You know, it's slightly better than ball. Chef. I like saying chef. So, there we go. There's him. Now, modern chef changes the formula so much. Because now, the things actually get cooked. They actually get cooked now. And you have to feed them to Yoshi, who's always behind you. And you can switch left and right to determine where you're facing and where he is behind you. You gotta feed him, and it has multiple backgrounds. Well, 2. And yeah, Modern Chef just way better than Classic Chef. So much so, in fact, that I'm putting it about there. It's pretty cool. I like how they changed up the gameplay a whole lot. And yeah, Modern Chef, I like it. Next up, we got a return of an old one, Modern Vermin. This time, we have 6 things to protect, little Yoshi eggs, and at certain point intervals, depending on how many you have unscathed, you get some bonus points, which is pretty good. This one kind of looked confusing to look at, and but it's still basically just vermin, you know, not much is different. So I'll just go ahead and put it there. Not much changed, but it's still just slightly better. Next up, we got Donkey Kong. Now then, Donkey Kong. This one was kind of tricky, not going to lie. It is just like a little platforming thing where you have to jump barrels and then jump on a hook to make the donkeys fall. But it was kind of hard, and things got very fast, way faster than other games. So I think I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it like right there, I'm not gonna lie. I did not really enjoy classic Donkey Kong. It just got really hard for no reason, even when it's really simple. And you can't even jump in all the places. You can like get stuck because the girders are coming over, and like sometimes you just can't jump. I don't know. I don't really like it. Modern Donkey Kong, on the other hand, though, is pretty alright. I don't know what exactly they did, but they did change it in a good way. You know, you can just look at things better. I think there's more places to jump and not get hit. And there's also multiple stages, which of course is a plus. So I will put Modern DK. Where will I put it? I will put it there. Ish, pretty good. It's pretty alright. And now, to end off Gallery 2, we do have another return of an old one, Modern Bowl. The 4-piece combo. Because for some reason, I don't know why, they decided to give Ball 4 versions. You play as a Yoshi, a Mario, a Wario, and Bowser. That's pretty cool. I like it. They're just cosmetic differences, but that's still really cool. I like that. It is still Ball though, so it's not gonna go up that high, but I'll put it like right there. Multiple appearances is very, very cool though. I liked that. And that ends Gallery 2. So now we're on Gallery 3. Starting it off, we have Egg. Egg is another, say it with me, juggling game. I really, like, I can only put them in so many places. And you know what? This one's going in meh. It's going right there, cause I don't know. For some reason, it just did not click with me at all. At all. Like, the wolf guy is pretty cool, but otherwise, it's just, The eggs go slow, and then the timing is weird, and there's not really anything else to it. It's kind of meh. Now, on the other hand, modern egg is pretty good. It took the slow ass gameplay of egg and sped it up so good. You can time when you get the cookies to get more points. You build up a bar to get eggs, to get the babies, and then they can like get a whole row for you for a little bit. And there's bombs, and it's just, they put a lot more into it, and it goes by faster. It's pretty great. It is pretty great. Now, where I would put it, where would I put it? I would say about here. I very much enjoyed it. And the Yoshi cookie reference. You'd never expect it, so it's very much appreciated. Next up, we've got Greenhouse, the rare Stanley the Bugman appearance. And it's basically another type of like juggling a little bit. I compare it to Vermin, to where you just have to go around and whack things before they get to your stuff. Gotta protect from the spiders and the worms. And it's alright. Nothing too crazy. I'd say I'd put it like, I'd literally just put it like right there. Nothing too crazy, nothing too different. It's pretty alright. Now, as for modern Greenhouse, they did take it and then just spruced it up a tiny bit. Now you have the monkeys at the bottom, where you can only hit them when they're at their final phase, so there's a little bit of risk and a little bit of scary stuff there. But yeah. And then if you collect 10 melons, you get a little firepower to where you can hit the monkeys at any time. So yeah, just a little tiny changes, but they're pretty good. I'll really just put it like right there. It's basically the same. Now, as for Turtle Bridge, I had to refresh myself on this one, but now I remember it. And I remember Jeremy. This fucker right here. Turtle Bridge. You just go left to right, and then right to left. But you have to deliver the thing to Jeremy, who is so stupid. He won't just wait for you. No, he has to disappear at some point. He has to, because why wouldn't he? And then you mess up, and then you're dying. Turtle Bridge is poopy. Yes, it is the first poopy. Because the meh ones, they're alright. But I never, ever want to play Turtle Bridge again. So that's where it's going. However, modern Turtle Bridge, or should I say Bird Bridge, way better. Way better. You can get points quicker. There are different things you give Peach. Peach is there for longer. The little middle platform changes at some points, with some varieties there. It's pretty good. I would put it I'd put it like right there. That seems about right to me. But there we go. Turtle Bridge. Now for the Mario Bros, where package sorting is their game. You just take the package and you swap them between the brothers until they all get into the truck. This one is mostly waiting, but it's perfectly fine, you know? Nothing wrong with it. I don't know why they made this the quote-unquote Mario Bros on Game & Watch when it does not play at all like the arcade one, but I don't know. It is perfectly fine, so I would put it... I'll put it like right here. Yes, it's fine. Nothing too crazy. Modern Mario Bros. Basically the same thing, except this time Bowser sometimes switches the direction, so you have to flick a lever to pull it back. But that's literally like the only difference, so I'll just put it there. It literally does not change, like, at all. So I'll just put it there. Now, Donkey Kong Jr. Classic. This one, pretty tricky at the start, if I remember. But once you get the rhythm down, it's pretty fun. You just, you're jumping, you're moving. It gets really freaking fast for some reason. But as long as you get the rhythm down and you're like jumping for the key at the right time, you can schmoove in this like pretty good. I will put it I will put it like right there. I really did like it. It grew on me a good bit, so I will put it like right there. And then Modern Junior, even better, because it has multiple stages. It has multiple stages, and the rhythm is still like about the same. You just gotta dodge and duck and jump and all that. And it's pretty good. I wouldn't call it great though. I'll just put it top of good. Yeah, Junior, pretty alright. Now we move on to the tail end of Gallery 3 with the bonus ones that are just classic only. So we have Judge. Now Judge, not really meant for single player. This is a multiplayer focused game. You would Like, you know this is a multiplayer focused game. But it is pretty great if you're playing with another person. It's just like reaction timing. You gotta look at your number, you look at theirs, and like, oh, do I press the button or not? And then you go from there. Like, so supremely simple, but that's really all you need if you're playing with a friend, and you're like, huh, I bet I can beat you in Judge. And then you do, and it's awesome. So I will put it... I'll put it like right there. Of course, I haven't played it with another person, but just from my imagination, I think it'd be pretty fun. Next up, we got Lion. And Lion, all it is you got the guy on the left and right, and you're blocking the lions from coming out. So it's kind of like Mario Bros, but just like slimmed down a lot. It's alright, it's good. Again, nothing too crazy. Don't really have much else to say on it. So I think I'll put it... I'll put it like right there. That seems good to me. Now then, do you see what the next one is? Here's what I have to do right here. I have to do something here. Just give me one moment. Well, no, not that one. We take this. You cannot see that. Let me choose a different color. There we go. Spitball Sparky. If you haven't, look at when I played this, because there is nothing that gets as bad as this. Spitball Sparky has been one of the worst things on the channel to date. It is so bad. I don't know how anyone ever played it before and was like, oh yes, this is quite good. We'll send this out. Yes, Charles, Spitball Sparky. Oh, they'll love it. No, Spitball Sparky is bad. It's breakout, but you can't even control the ball that well. And on hard mode, the things you have to break blink in and out of existence, and you will always hit the return paddles before you can hit things, and Spitball Sparky is bad. And that is where it will remain. Alright, now we have Donkey Kong 2, which is basically just Donkey Kong Jr., but this time they've like conglomerized it with the last level from the arcade where you have to push the keys up into the top with a little platforming. So basically it works exactly like Donkey Kong Jr., but you have to get the key and then you go up to the top screen and then touch the key, and then you have to go back down to get the key again, and then go up, and then yeah. So instead of Donkey Kong Jr., where it's like a fast-paced, like, oh, you get the rhythm, you go doodly doodly dee doo, get the key, jump, wahoo. Donkey Kong 2, a little more challenging. so much more challenging, in fact, than I'm putting it in meh. If you remember the speed at which some of these things go at the end, what the fuck? Why did they make them go so fast? Yeah, Donkey Kong 2, I'm putting it right there. That is for sure the one I was remembering when I was talking about Junior and Donkey Kong in Game Watch Gallery 4. I was thinking of that one. That's the one I do not like. Yeah, it's basically, the formula is there, but the fact you have to go back down and it doesn't just reset you back at the start, that's kind of lame. Now, to end off Gallery 3, we have Fire Silver, and specifically the weird fire where it goes from right to left. The only difference is that it has different sprites and it goes from right to left. That's the only difference. Put it right there. It's right below regular fire, but they're really about the same. They could go in the same exact spot. It was a neat little bonus, but that's about it. Now then, we're finally here. The Gallery 4 games. Almost at the end. And we're starting it off with another multiplayer one. Boxing. Or, in some places, Punch-Out. I did not know, but when I was on a little research surf, whatever the hell, some places call boxing Punch-Out. So there was another installment in the Punch-Out series that I didn't even know about. But hey, I still played it. So this one is another multiplayer kind of focused one. And this time you're doing the jab and the body blow. You go to the And of course single player is meh. But if you play this multiplayer, I think this may be a little bit better than Judge. Because instead of just reaction timing, you gotta like react more. You know what I mean? So I'll put it right there. Also pretty great. Now, modern boxing. Y'all, it's going in amazing. And let me tell you why. Because first off, you have the multiplayer function, right? And it's pretty good. You still got the jab and the body blow and all that. But now you have multiple characters. A Waluigi appearance that ups it up. That ups it up a lot. And of course, once you beat a guy, Luigi hits him with the damn triple dipple scoop combo, and then they're knocked on their ass. And you can't tell me that that's not amazing. So that is our very first amazing modern boxing. I very much enjoyed it. Next up, we have Rain Shower. It's raining outside, and you still have clothes on the line. And instead of being smart and just bringing them back in the house, you're now moving the clotheslines to dodge rain. Dumb. But the game is pretty alright. It's just another like pseudo kind of juggling one, and all you're doing is just moving the clothes. They do have hard mode where they have fuck-ass birds that move the clothes one step. Although they're really kind of not that bad to deal with. In fact, you can see them moving and you can move it once, so that when they move it, it moves it back to where it originally was, so they didn't even really do anything. Yeah, rain shower, it's alright. I think I'd put it... like there. That seems right to me. It was fine. It was serviceable. Just take your laundry in the house, though. Really, that's it. Next up, we got Modern Rain Shower, and now we're protecting people from Bowser lobbing water balloons at them, filled with colored substances, whatever they may be. Why are they just sitting there? Guys, you see Bowser throwing shit at you. You can't just make it easier for Mario and get up? Anyway, it's about the same. There's just, yeah. The water balloons are color coordinated though, so you know where they're going to land, so that's good. And then sometimes Waluigi acts as the birds and like moves a line. Although, when I played it, he didn't really do it that often. So, yeah, that's about it. The scenery changes, that's always a plus. But I guess I just put it like right there. Not too different.
Hi, this is me post-recording. I forgot to put in Modern Cement Factory.
It's fine. Just put it one above Classic Cement Factory. I don't care too much about Modern Cement Factory.
There we go. Okay, back to regular.
Next up, we've got Donkey Kongus 3, where you're shooting spray to push some bugs to Donkey Kongus with Stanley the Bugman. Dun-dun-dun. Another multiplayer focused one. I like the multiplayer ones. They got the potential. This one is fine. I think it is the weakest out of the multiplayer games. Because really it just comes down to spamming all your shots. And then once they're out, you refill like one and then shoot it again. And then you just keep going and keep going. So yeah, it's alright. I would put it like right here. Like right there. It was a fine time, but I don't foresee myself, being like, man, I really want to play Donkey Kong 3 on the Game & Watch. I don't think that'll happen. And then modern DK3, they done erased my boy Stanley and put him with Mario. I will not stand for the Stanley erasure. And instead of bugs, you're shooting bubbles at booze and fire. Which, and you make sure you have to look at the booze, or else they'll inch closer to ya. And that's about it. There's just one thing different, but it's still basically the same. Alright, now we're on the final main game, Fire Attack. You have some nondescript people attacking your fort, and you have to bonk them and their fire that they're throwing. Or they're attacking with, you might even say. Yeah, it's another whack-a-mole. It gets pretty fast. It is just a better vermin. I will say that. It is a better vermin. So I guess I'll just put it right there. I do like it. And then modern fire attack. It's easier. You're playing as Wario. And you're protecting his golden statue. Just entirely better. You get some apples and some chickens. They give you some bonus points. More points makes me happy. So yeah, it's just better. By how much? I would put it like here. I'd say that much better. Alright, on to the final ones. These are the ones that are just in the gallery, in 4, and you can unlock them, and they're just itsy bitsy ones. So let's get through these. We have tropical fish, we play as human Shrek, and it's just another juggling. It's basically like fire again, god damn it. But instead of people, is fish. You put them in the bowl, and they jump out of the bowl, and you just gotta transfer them to the tanks. That's it. It's fire again, but is with fish. So I'll put it like there. I'll put it there. Then we have Mario's bombs away. Mario's in the frickin' military, and he's holding a bomb, and for some reason he's not thinking to just throw it away where no one's standing. No, he has to bring it to a guy so the guy can disarm it. Meanwhile, there are people in the frickin' trees trying to light it and make it kaboom. And if you get enough, you blow up the people in the trees, which is pretty funny. This one is pretty darn good. Have to make sure you're holding the bomb up or down to make sure you're not hitting any fires. And yeah, it's pretty neat. I put it like right there. It's a very neat one. Next up, we got Bomb Sweeper. This one. I guess it's a puzzle one where you have to push walls in order to get to a bomb to disarm it. But I'll be honest, I never figured out how this one worked, really. Not really. You can only like push a wall if there's not another wall near it or something. And yeah, it's I'm sure if I took a little bit more to understand it, it'd be fine. But from the bit I played, it's going right there. It's going right there. Nothing too crazy. It's just, yeah. Sorry to all you bomb sweeper heads. Next up, we got Climber, or if you're in the know, Ice Climber. And it is what it says on the tin. It is Ice Climber on the Game & Watch. You break through the platforms, you jump up, and at the end, you jump on the pterodactyl to get some more points. Simple as. Where would I put it though? Right there, actually. Crazy how those two go in like the exact same spot. Bombs Away is better, but I do get about the same amount of enjoyment from them. So yeah, there's that. Next up is Safe Buster. Guy dropping bombs. We put the bombs in our little tube cylinder thing, and then we dispose of them. And if you somehow, this was like one of the hardest things, fill up the left side, then it gives you more points. It's quite serviceable. Nothing wrong with it. It's sort of like another juggling a little bit. A little tiny bit. Yeah, nothing about this one is really blowing me away. It's not blowing me. I will put it... It's not meh, but I think I'll put it like at the bottom of good. You know, I don't really have anything to say about it, but it's cool. The guy looks like Postman Pat. Next up, we got Lifeboat. Now, Lifeboat. It's kind of crazy. It's basically the exact same thing as Safe Buster, except there's no, like, bonus points. You put the people in the boat, you can only have a number of people in the boat, and then you send them left to right, and that's it. So, it's just Safe Buster with one less thing. So that's where it's going. And now, finally, the last one. The last one in the gallery, and the last one released, actually, which is pretty cool. Zelda. Now this one. This is a damn good one to end off on. In this tier list, in the game, and as the last Game & Watch released. Because it is so in-depth, it was actually really fun. The rest of these, I could take them or leave them, you know? Most of these, I wouldn't return to, you know? Just on an off day, like, yes, I want to play that Game & Watch game. Nah, most of these, nah. But Zelda, man, it actually feels like a damn game. You have a dungeon, you have enemies to deal with, different layouts, strategies for the different enemies, items, a boss, progression, all in a little tiny Game & Watchy. It's freaking nuts. You have to get the 8 Triforce, save Zelda, you'll get buku points. And of course, I would think to the surprise of no one, this shit's going at the top. It's going at the top. It's the best one. It literally is the best one. That's all I can say. Unless somehow any of these ones somehow beat it, like Squish or Bird. I don't think they would, though. But there you have it. There is my Game & Watch tier list. Look at it. Tell me how right or wrong I am. Tell me what you think. And tell me if I should play any of these other ones that they didn't have in gallery. I'll be honest, none of them are looking too interesting. Maybe Donkey Kong Circus. Donkey Kong Circus looks like it would be kind of funny. And so many Popeye, Mickey, and Snoopy. I don't know why so many of them, but yeah. But, alright. I am so glad to be done with this series. As for what's next, don't know yet. I don't really know yet. There are a lot of things that I could do. Of course, a lot of things that are on the wheel, so I can't just, you know, do them next. But, yeah. If you have any suggestions for games to play, some random dinky ones, preferably. I love me the dinky. They're pretty cool. Leave them down. But alright. I have been Player One. And I'll see you in something else. Alright. Bye-bye.